But first, with all this blistering heat, I thought it was time to look at how to be cool. Now in the second half of the program, we're going to look at how you keep cool with air conditioning, fans, that sort of thing. But right now, we're going to look at how to keep your food and even more importantly, your drink cool. See you inside. Now then, if you've got an A-class or a coach-built motorhome like this one, the chances are that it came equipped with a fridge like this. This is an absorption fridge. The technology's 100 years old or even more, but they still work really well. The technology is that ammonia is heated until it turns into a vapor, and then it's evaporated, and that extracts all the warmth from inside the fridge. The big advantage of this kind of fridge is that it runs on LPG, on gas. The disadvantage is that they're very inefficient. Running on 12 volts, it's going to be using 7, 8, even more amps, which means that it's completely impractical if you're going to be wild camping and you don't have gas. Of course, you can run them on 230 volts as well. Another advantage is that they're completely silent, which means that you'll have no problem sleeping at night. But on the other hand, the disadvantage is that if you're on a slight slope, the fridge stops working completely. Now then, if you've got a panel van, it may well have come equipped with a different kind of fridge. One like this. The fridge you've got at home is a compressor fridge, and compressor fridges are often found in panel van conversions because they happily run on 12 volts, and panel vans often don't have LPG, or at least not much of it available. They're very, very efficient, which means that you can happily run them on 12 volts. They'll use around half an amp, no matter what size they are. Although that does vary according to the ambient temperature. The harder the compressor has to work, the more energy the fridge will use. This is a portable model. You can use it as a backup for the main fridge in the motorhome here, or use it outside in the awning. It'll keep things not just cool, but really, really cold. Drinks and even ice cream, because it brings down the interior temperature to as low as -18 degrees, and that is really cold. Now then, if you're interested in keeping things cool rather than cold, how about this? This is a thermoelectric cooler. You can find them in camping shops and motorhome dealers. They're even in supermarkets. The technology that it uses is very clever, but it was invented in 1834 by Mr. Peltier. He made a discovery that if you put bits of metal between bits of ceramic, it's kind of a sandwich, and it's only about that big, and you apply an electric current, then it gets cold. So inside here is one of those Peltier modules, and a fan blows air over it and cools the contents inside there. Now, it's not very efficient. A 12 volt cool box like this will use around 4 amps. And it doesn't get very cold, maybe 20, 25 degrees below the ambient temperature. So a cool box like this is great if you want to put sandwiches and cool drinks in, bars of chocolate, and nip on down the beach or off to a picnic. So there you are, there's 3 completely different kinds of ways of keeping your food and drink cool. Now coming up in the second half of the program, we'll be looking at ways of making sure that you're cool too.